Hello, boys, girls, and everything in between. I wanted to give you guys a quick first impressions on the new Vondel map and just the thoughts, what I think about the map, and I hope you guys enjoy. Very first thing you're going to notice the second you get into the map, right there in your eye, is a new fog system. New fog system, honestly, big dub. I like it. It's cool. It brings new dynamics to the map. It's something that makes every match feel not drastically different, but different for like encounters. So one match you might be sniping from across the map because there's almost no fog. With the next you might be stuck with a shotgun going into a guy's face and putting the barrel in his mouth. Honestly, I think it's a very good implementation. Do I think it should be on every map? No. But no, not at all. But for this map, it works really well. Amazing new feature. I think that's a top. Then we have the new architecture, the new assets, the way the map looks. It feels so good. It's fun to play. Even though it's a smaller map, the way it differentiates between like every segment of the map is insane. You could be at a museum, get these whole museum vibes. I don't really know how to explain it, but it looks like a museum, feels like a museum, and that's nice. And then like 100 meters down the road, you have all these houses, and then if you just keep on going, you're going to end up at a university, you've got a zoo. It just feels like every segment of the map is very different, and it feels like you're actually playing a completely new, refreshing take, no matter where you fight. So if I fight at the castle once, or if I fight once at the university, it feels like a completely different map. Where on Al Mazrah, whether I'm fighting north of the map or south of the map, it still feels like a desert. So I honestly think the new map is stunning, amazing the way it feels, and the density, the pure density of the map is astonishing. You have about 10, 20 different buildings to go into, no matter where you are. Each one having a staircase taking it to the first, second, third floor to the roof. So it's offering this amazing verticality gameplay that just allows so much outplay potential instead of just the normal let me sit in a house holding down a staircase or holding down a ladder type of play. If I'm getting stormed by a 2 or 3 man or those pesky 6-man teams, I can run upstairs, I can start throwing some mollies, throwing some semtech. It feels nice. It gives me some room to just be able to play the game and make some plays. I think the verticality and the density of the map is just it is what brings this map alive. You've got what is that? 10, 15 houses in front of me, each one different color. It's beautiful. It's that European vibe. I mean, what else do you want? It's amazing. The actual map, when you open up your map, does feel a little bit too much because on the other maps we have this type of color grading to it. It's not all detailed color. Where here you have a bit too many colors on your map. It gets a little bit too much. So I think that's a bit of a... I think they could change that. The readability of the map isn't as clear as I would want it. Otherwise, quite good. Then other things, besides the drastic changes from north, south, east, west of the map, that makes it feel good. You've got all these little rivers. You've got it's a nice map. It's new. It's not... Ashika tried it with the water. The problem with Ashika is when you go underground, when you go under the waterway, you're basically just getting shot by AI. That's all it is. You have no real reason to go there. Where the rivers here feel like they're part of the map. It feels like it's an opportunity. It's something. It's a traversal. So you can do something with it. So honestly, good job on that as well. Where the map suffers a little bit is actually in the player numbers. I think since we have such a dense and rich map, I think you can add like 2 or 3 more teams and you would not notice that much of a difference, and you'd have a little bit more PvP and player interactions. I think that the map could actually benefit quite a lot from having a bit more players on it per server or per match. Now that the things I noticed 1 or 2 matches in actually that I do not like. I honestly think this is a problem, and it has been a problem in DMZ for quite a while now. So, this map suffers from the same problems as Sheikah suffers, which is it doesn't fill the role of a DMZ map just right. It does all the mapping, all this, but it doesn't feel like an extraction shooter where I'm trying to explore, where I'm trying to be a little bit more careful, where I'm trying to get loot, where I'm trying to do missions. And that's because, first things first, Ashika not as bad, but on Vondel, there's just too many AI. There is too many AI. I tried this solo a couple of times, exploring this map, trying to go a little bit more stealth, trying to do my own business a little bit more. It's almost impossible. You have dozens of group of AI in every street. It's too dense AI. It's just a little bit too much, and it takes away that whole exploration aspect, and it just feels like I'm playing a campaign mission that's throwing a bunch of NPCs my way, and I'm stuck trying to fight them. It's not what I want to do. I understand the whole niche of the AI is they there to put you in a pinch, but when it's constantly there, it takes away that whole gameplay loop. So I think there's a bit too many AI. Hopefully they can address that. Big problem. This is actually the reason I don't play Sheikah anymore, is because it feels more like a team deathmatch map. And what I'm trying to say here is every match you're going up against at least one, but probably two 6-man squads. The 6-man teams are a big problem because the second there is a fight, the winning team's always going to pick up the losing team, and just making a 5 or 6-man squad and playing up against these squads, especially on smaller maps, is not fun. Overall first impressions, map is really good. I really like it. I'm going to be playing a lot more of it. And hopefully getting to know everything on it. If you haven't tried it, play it. Hopefully we'll see each other in game. And if you recognize me, say hello there, you absolute fucking clown. I saw your YouTube. I liked it. And yeah, I'll say hello. Thanks for joining. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to go try find some happiness outside for a second.